This is Totally Awesome Tuesdays with Jen Walker, just acknowledging the best business tips and tricks for entrepreneur to save you time, money, and energy so that you can get your awesome out there into the world. Today is part 3 of a 4-part series about the power that women have in geared to productivity and why every man should know it as well. So the last couple of weeks we talked about the follicular phase of our cycle and the ovulation phase of our cycle. Now we're diving into the luteal phase of our cycle. And this has fastly become my favorite phase. This is the same as your inner autumn or a waning type moon. So that's the type of energy it has, and it's our longest phase, okay? So it's 10 to 14 days, and this is an amazing time to crush out the deep work. So this is where our brain centers are geared towards detail-oriented work, deep work, getting really focused, and basically taking everything that we created, all the ideas that we had in our follicular phase, and implementing them and completing them in our luteal phase. So this is a time, if you think about the first half of our cycle, the follicular and ovulation cycle, as more of an outward energy, now we shift gears into the second phase of our cycle where we go inward. It's very important, and this is the one thing to really remember during this phase, is to set boundaries. So during our luteal phase, look at your schedule. See all the things that you potentially put in there that are not important work and take them out. Okay, just completely scrap them. So in the luteal phase, 10 to 14 days, it itself, because it's so long, kind of breaks out into 2 parts. So for productivity, the first part of the luteal phase is to really do all the tasks. You know, shut the door, don't talk to people, finish doing the work. So it's all about production and having things complete. Whereas the second phase moves into all of those tasks that aren't totally important. So the first half, you work on all the important deep work. The second point is all those things, those like little minute tasks that kind of just populate during the month. You're going to crush those out. So all those kind of unimportant tasks that need to be done, you're going to take those and just complete them. So seal up those energy leaks, complete those open loops, and get work done. This is why I love the luteal phase. It's a really an amazing time for getting stuff done. And it's very important for us to respect and honor that inward energy. This time, also how we can best support our energies with diet and exercise. So for food, this is very interesting. So as we kind of cross over this midway point and go into our luteal phase, our metabolism, ladies, actually increases. So does our resting cortisol levels. Okay, this is very important, and this is why most of the research done on men doesn't convert to women, and we need to listen to this. So if you ever see any diet or exercise plan that is the same thing day in and day out, ladies, freaking run. That is just run so far away from that. It is not going to be beneficial to you. So for example, we just ended off with ovulation, and you can do high intensity interval training. Now you can feel into like first couple of days of luteal, you might still have this energy to wake up early and do that. So you can honor that. So again, it's an awareness tool. But then what happens if we continue on? Research shows that if we do high intensity interval training during our luteal phase, we actually turn on muscle wasting and fat storage. So if you're a lady like I am, that I used to do CrossFit for years, and you always feel like you're taking one step forward and then one step back, that's actually what's happening. So during the first phase of your cycle, follicular and ovulation, you're actually gaining muscle and losing weight. And the second, if you still crush it out when you're menstruating and your luteal phase, you're actually doing the absolute reverse. So it's keeping you in the same place. So what do you do instead? This is a great time to shift your workouts. At this time, on average, ladies, we need about half an hour to an hour more sleep. So it's a good thing. So sleep in these days and do more of a Pilates type workout or a strength workout using your own body weight in the evening. Okay, so that's in the first half, the luteal phase. And in the second half, you really want to kind of just even take it down a gear again and do some yoga, some stretching, and then into yin yoga. So you're going to slow down the pace and you're going to support that rise in cortisol levels. Okay, so you're going to lessen that. And for eating, make sure you eat more. So any diet that tells you to eat the same thing over and over again doesn't take in consideration that we actually increase our metabolism during this phase. And because we increase our metabolism, if we're not eating more calories, then our fat storages are going to go to town and think that we're in starvation mode. So they're actually going to hold on to that. So on average, studies are showing that we need on average about 250 more calories during our luteal and our menstrual phase. So good to know. So again, know your body, know thyself. You know your body best. Tune into your body. What are you craving? This is also probably one of my favorite phases because what you eat is those comfort foods. So think of fall, think of warm, think of stews, think of a lot of like sweet potato, a lot of those like starchy carbohydrates. Again, we want to eat more food and we want to take in all that nourishment to prepare us for our menstruation. So that is it. For relationships, this is again another great time to go inward. So maybe you're just having like a relaxed evening in an intimate dinner or a relaxed, I don't know, you're reading or you're watching a movie with a favorite girlfriend or your boyfriend or husband or whatnot. So this is a great time to go inward. And if you have kids and if you have people in your household, let them know what you need during this time. So that is it. As always, there's that beautiful resource guide below. And if you'd like to talk more about all things infradian rhythm, I'm your gal. I freaking love it. So book yourself in for your free 1-hour consultation call. And I'd love, love, love to talk more to you about all of this. All right, have a great day and we'll see you next week for the last part of the series. Take care. Bye.